This is the Sono Ray, and I personally went ahead and purchased this for my master bedroom. And for my overall experience, it's not that bad. Now the Ray retails for $279 and it comes available in both black and white. And I personally bought this because I needed a soundbar because the sound quality coming from the default speaker setup that this flat screen TV has is alright, but doesn't do justice, especially when you're watching The Office or the latest Star Wars like Obi-Wan. And to give you a little bit of background, why I decided to go with the Sonos than the LG or a Samsung one that they have at Costco for around the same price tag is the ecosystem that Sonos is able to deliver for Apple users. In case you don't know, the Sonos is one of the few soundbars that actually work extremely well when it comes to quickly using AirPlay to select from your mobile device and play music wherever on the go in your house, and you could pair them. So if you have other Sonos devices at once, you could easily play music throughout the entire house, everything synchronized perfectly all at once. So it makes really great ambient noise if you have Beethoven or something playing in the background. And so I was really surprised and fascinated that the Ray actually shares very similar features that you expect to find on the expensive Sono Arc. And so in today's video, I feel it's time for me to review the Sono Ray and share my overall ownership experience. Some pros and cons and things to definitely consider when choosing between a good soundbar. Now Sonos isn't a cheap brand, but for $279, you actually get a good amount. Now, unfortunately, yes, it is true, there's no HDMI pass-through or anything like that. That's a big downer. But the majority of modern day televisions from the recent years, they should automatically include optical audio support, these little cables. And listening to a couple movies, watching The Office, there's no audio link issues whatsoever. So far, my ownership experience has been very positive. And when you unbox it from the box, unlike other brands, this is the reason why I like Sonos. Sonos literally keeps everything user-friendly. There's no cables really to fiddle around with aside from the audio in and the power out. Those are the only two cables you have to worry about. And then the Sonos Ray also supports add-ons too. So if you wish to add Sonos Surround or add the subwoofer, you could easily do so, which rumors has it a new smaller subwoofer is coming out in the near future that should also be budget friendly for small space areas like bedrooms and such. So that's coming out in the near future. But yes, if you have the Sonos sub, you'll be able to pair the two up easily. Now the pairing procedure is extremely easy, as all you have to do is just create an account with Sonos. It will automatically search, very similar to AirPods. You simply just hit pair, follow the on-screen instructions, and it just connects via Wi-Fi to your app. And you'll find all the useful features that you expect to find, and even on the most expensive Sonos soundbar like the Arc. All the similar features you expect to find on that is also available on the Ray, which I was kind of surprised. Such as basically, we're in the bedroom and this is the Sonos Ray. The cool unique features that it has, it does have TruePlay, which allows you to utilize the microphone on your smart device to actually scan and find the right setting for this room. It allows you to do that. You have, of course, EQ settings, which when you increase the bass, actually sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound that bad. But when you're actually watching something, you have these two different modes. So you have this one, which will focus more on speech. So focus primarily on the speak whenever a character is talking. You could disable that just like so. Then you'll have the night sound on, which lowers the volume, and quiet sound will begin to be enhanced and louder sounds will be suppressed. So this is good whenever you're late night watching, you don't want to wake up the entire house. It has these cool settings as well as a custom timer you could enable right here. And then if we go on the gear icon right here, you could actually set up more controllers onto this device because it does support IR. So you can use your current TV controller, but in my case, if you have a Chromecast, it'll also work as well. And then also the touch controls, you could disable or disable it here, as well as the status lights. You may want to disable the touch controllers that it has on top if you have toddlers or pets in general and their noses get in the wrong place or their fingertips are curious. Instead of pausing and playing your system, you can just disable it right here entirely. So it does have full user customizations. Unfortunately, the thing I have to note is there is no Dolby Atmos support. That's the only con to the Ray. But for a bedroom, for general movie watching and such, this is more than enough. Now, a controller is not included. This is common for Sonos. As the Sonos soundbar is able to be paired with your TV controller, I have my Sonos Ray paired with two controllers, my Chromecast, as well as my TV main controller, control the audio, and it works phenomenal, just fine. but you may also use the Sono app with any device. As long as that device is connected to the same Wi-Fi network as your soundbar, you have full audio control here as well. So you can use something like your iPhone to control the audio. Now the pros and cons about the Array is basically this. The pros being it's so small and minimum, they can pretty much fit this in any room. There is mounting ports back here, so if you like to mount it on the TV or on the wall, you can easily do so. You'll notice back here, this is where you'll find the link button, which will allow you to quickly link and connect to other Sonos supported speakers. So this is how you could do the add-ons for your Sonos soundbar. And then for the Array wall mount, that is also available. And I'm pretty sure since this is a Sonos device, expect to see a lot of third-party support on Amazon and stuff in the near future. Now, to give you a sound comparison between standard TV speakers and the Sonos Array, here it is.
We get all these people out of here, I'll do whatever you want. They've been waiting for months. We used a no trade route to get them out, but the window's closing. We held it to help you get the kid. We only have a few hours. These people out of here, I'll do whatever you want. They've been waiting for months. We used a no trade route to get them out, but the window's closing. We held it to help you get the kid. We only have a few hours.
Yes, it's significantly noticeable, especially if you fine tweak the EQ settings, as it does have a good punch in its woofer. The built-in sub that it does have is noticeable, but nothing close to actually having a real subwoofer in the room, I'm pretty sure. But this does do a great job when you're just casually listening to something on the TV. So all in all, my overall general review, I'm pretty satisfied with the soundbar. For $279, that's not bad. Although I am still somewhat disappointed that there's no HDMI pass-through or anything like that in this device. I've seen some soundbars for like $80 that actually have this. But the optical audio cable gets the job done. So I'm okay with this since the cable is very small and minimum. And it doesn't take up an HDMI port on my TV. So I guess it has its pros and cons. I guess this is all personal preference. But if you're okay with optical audio, you're perfectly fine. There's really no audio difference really between an HDMI and an optical audio cable. I'm actually really satisfied with the soundbar, especially since it supports AirPlay 2. I like just having my up and down floor speakers all synchronized, so whenever a guest come over, you have like classical music playing in the background. And as soon as those leak images from that Sonos subwoofer come out, I'm gonna try to get my hands on it and link the two devices to really add some punch to my master bedroom. There you guys have it. That is my review of the brand new Sonos Array. I like it. I do recommend it. So long as you're okay not having the HDMI pass-through. It's a quarter of the cost of the Arc, and I like the fact that it maintains those software features even on the Array. So I really do like this soundbar. Aside from that, there you guys have it. Not a bad soundbar. I really do like it, and I highly recommend. If it helped you out in any single way, you know what to do. I would greatly appreciate if you actually leave this video a like. It does help me out a lot. And get subscribed, especially if you enjoy a lot of tech videos just like this. I'll be sure to include a link where you can go ahead and find the rate in the video description down below. It is an affiliate link, which means it doesn't cost you anything extra. It just sends a small kickback to the channel, which allows me to create these non-sponsored videos to really just review a product like it is. So if you could use those links, I'll greatly appreciate it. Aside from that, if you'd like to check out the video that I made with the Sonos Arc covering all the hidden features, some of these also apply on the Array, you can go ahead and check out that video over there. And the video next to that one, that is a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.